CCX Sports presents coverage of Northwest Suburban Conference boys basketball. Tonight, a matchup of rivals within the school district and the conference. The Osseo Orioles come to Maple Grove to take on the Crimson. Hello and welcome to Maple Grove High School. John Jacobson along with Greg Miller. And Greg, you coached against both of these coaches, Tim Tyson and Nick Schroeder. So you know both of them and their programs, good coaches, good teams year in and year out, right?
Right. Not only are they two of the best coaches in this league, but they're two of the best coaches in the state. And they do things a little bit differently as far as how they attack the game. But they're good friends with each other, and I did a little research, and I saw the last 10 times they played, they're 5-5. So it's always a great game, a rivalry game.
Osseo, by their standards, certainly down to 7-9. Greg, some new players into the program, new players into the starting lineup, and still trying to feel their way, need to cut down on their turnovers. That was a problem in their most recent game against Park Center. But a good group of kids, Coach Tyson told me. He said he really enjoys coaching this group, and as a coach, I'm sure that's half the battle some years, right?
It is. Some of your most fun years are teams that, by the end of the year, they're kind of overachieving a little bit and never count a Tim Tyson team out at playoff time.
For Maple Grove, a great season for them. They are 13-2 coming in. They were just under 500 a year ago, but a group that has really gelled together. Players who did play varsity last year have really stepped up into the roles, and they're ranked number 3 right now in Class 4A.
And this isn't the first time that's happened. It seems like year after year, Maple Grove just, keeps reloading, and, they have good youth program. Well, both of these guys, they're combined, right? Osseo, Maple Grove youth. But Nick does a great job of just every year plugging in the holes, and they're, kind of exceeding expectations, I think, at this point in the season.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Osseo. Damari Larkins is their second leading scorer, averaging 15 points per game. He came over from Minneapolis South, a really good ball player. Second leading scorer, as I mentioned, and they're going to need a lot of points from him tonight, I think.
Yeah, his game is attacking the rim. I'll be interested to see how Osseo shoots it from the outside, because Maple Grove will try to pack the lane and force them to shoot, and they play a real good contained defense usually. And so, Osseo's going to have to hit some threes.
Maple Grove's got a really balanced scoring attack. They got 4 guys averaging between 10 and 12 points a game, including their senior captain and guard, Raul Vaidea, and he's a good player, can distribute the basketball too, as he leads their team in assists.
Those kind of teams are the hardest to prepare for, teams that have good balance. You don't just have to take away 1 or 2 players. So that's an advantage for Maple Grove, that on any given night, anybody can hit. And they got a lot of really good three-point shooters.
Should be a fun one. It always is when Osseo and Maple Grove play, right? We'll tip it off in just a moment here on CCX. The Orioles and the Crimson, boys basketball next. We're back at Maple Grove High School, getting ready for the Orioles and the Crimson tonight. Pretty good crowd filling in on a very cold Monday night in Maple Grove. John Jacobson with Greg Miller. Osseo coming in 7-9 overall. They are 4-5 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Maple Grove 13-2, 8-1 in the Northwest Suburban. Let's look at the starting lineup for tonight's game. For Osseo, Aaron Smith, a 6'8 junior. Trey Smith, a 6'7 senior in the front court. Their guards, Damari Larkins, a 5'11 junior. Timson Donato, a 5'9 junior. And Ty Swanson, a 5'10" junior. And for Maple Grove, their guards, Henry Stang and Raul Vaidea, a junior. Stang and Vaidea, a senior. Their wing players, Jacob Anderson, a 6'2 senior. Edwin Dorbor, a 6'3 senior. And Lincoln Palbicki, their post player, 6'9" senior. Maybe a big game for Maple Grove coming up Wednesday. They will host Andover, a team that's only lost once this year, and that was to Maple Grove at Andover earlier this season. So those two teams, along with Park Center, right now at the top of the standings in the Northwest Suburban Conference. And look at Tim Tyson, 21st year as a head coach at Osseo. I think he's been a really good coach for all 21 seasons, right? I mean, he's been outstanding for them.
Built a dynasty at Osseo.
And for Maple Grove, it's Nick Schroeder, who played at Osseo back in the day, now in his 13th year as head coach here at Maple Grove.
Nick's had a great run as well. I used to call him one of the better young coaches, but now he's experienced.
He told me, I'm old, man. Well, you're not old like us, but yeah.
Yeah, it was always enjoyable coaching against both of these teams. You really had a big challenge when you went up against them.
So for Osseo, definitely the underdog. Greg, what's the key for them coming in?
I think they got to pressure and they got to create some turnovers. That's how they score best, when they can get easy buckets and layups and take care of the basketball. They've been turning the ball over a little bit too much this season, which is uncharacteristic of a Coach Tyson team, but that's the way teams are. Every team's different, and you just got to get better as the season goes on.
And we are underway. Osseo in white, Maple Grove in crimson. First possession for the Orioles.
Double ball screen up top.
Missed shot though on the drive by Trey Smith. He's their top scorer this year, averaging 17 points per game. They couldn't finish there.
Try to get him going downhill right away to start the game.
And that's been a problem, Coach Tyson said. We've got some good players, but haven't been able to finish a lot. It plays like that where they haven't been possessions, good looks, but haven't ended in baskets.
Yeah, that can be frustrating, and it's not easy to practice either. It's kind of got to get experience.
Torrin picks up his dribble, goes to Paul Bickey in the corner in the first possession of the game for Maple Grove. Back out high to Jacob Anderson. Cross to Henry Stang. Drive, kicks it back out. Dia for three, in and out. And we get a foul whistled against Torbo trying to get position.
I think he pushed off. That was a good penetrating kick. If you break down the defense and get a paint touch, you're usually going to get a good look. Wide open three.
Must have unless it happened before that, or no push there, but very well could have when they're following the ball. So second possession for Osseo here.
I wouldn't be so diplomatic if I was Nick.
Brian Paul Bickey gets a block. Torbo handoff by Dia. Anderson stops off to Stang on the wing. He's been a good three-point shooter this year for Maple Grove. Whistle and an offensive foul away from the ball.
Not set on that ball screen. You see that a lot. I mean, that was pretty ticky-tack, but they want to set the tone early that those ball screens, you can't be sticking your leg out. You got to be set.
Ball's on Paul Bickey, his first. And Larkins will bring it up for the Orioles. Out high it comes. Drive and cut off on the baseline was Donato. Donato going in low. Aaron Smith down low. Nice reversal and puts it up and in.
It was nice footwork by the big fella.
The 6'8" junior gets the first points of the game.
You don't see many of these big body post players anymore. It's kind of fun to see.
Osseo's got a couple of them. The guys are going Division I football next year that we'll see. Jerome Williams and Bryce Hawthorne as well. Anderson off to Stang in the corner. Good defense by Osseo.
And no shot clock this season. Next year, some of these possessions.
Stang takes it to the basket and scores.
Are going to come down to the wire. It's going to be interesting to see how Maple Grove adapts.
Larkins to the basket and one. Foul on Stang.
It's a great left-hand finish. Maple Grove usually plays contained defense. That ball screen got him loose. Got just enough to finish. Just enough of an edge. It's nice to see a player make an and one. A lot of times they say it, they don't make it.
Averages 72% from the line, and you called that he missed the free throw. Josh Femright, number 22, into the lineup for Maple Grove.
Osseo looking to trap in the half court.
Idea backs it out a little bit. Back out high, they swing it right side to Anderson. Idea open for another three. Missed and rebounded by Aaron Smith.
Looked like that might have been a little zone there from Osseo. I'll have to look closer next time.
Trey Smith into the front court and then hands it off to Larkins. Larkins against the taller Stang, goes out to the corner with the pass. By Swanson. Patient possession here for Osseo. Here's Trey Smith.
Ooh,
Backs
nice
it down, gets the basket, shot up, not good, loose ball, controlled, and here's the run out for Stang. Tough shot in the lane, but he gets fouled. They go to the line for two.
Maple Grove will definitely push the action when they get a chance. They have really good athletes as well. Nice play by Stang to just go coast to coast. Has his head up, hesitation move, drew the foul.
Falls on Ty Swanson, his first. We're tied at 4. Staying with all 4 points for Maple Grove. Shot up and in, and 2 more.
That's a problem.
Larkins.
That's a problem for Maple Grove. Larkins just getting all the way to the rim. You're going to have to help, and that's going to leave some shooters open. The run and jump by Osseo.
Couldn't force the turnover. Staying able to control it. Gets it back on the pass from Videa.
Next year, that kind of defense will be really effective at running some clock off, too, when you can trap and press and they can't get in their offense.
Whistle a foul here on Osseo. Look at the last Larkins basket, Greg.
Another left-handed hesitation move. Finish with the inside hand. He's got some good quickness and good finishing ability.
Last Osseo foul on Aaron Smith. As you look at Jerome Williams, 6'5" senior. Be an offensive tackle for Gopher football in the coming years.
I wonder if his dad played at Cooper.
Baseline cut off by Trey Smith. And off of Donato and out.
Little 2-3 zone here. Maple Grove screen in the top of the zone. Good job penetrating it.
Idea will drive baseline and Williams gets the block.
Yeah, nice to have a big man like that in the middle of the zone. Walled up real nice, and then even got the block. Found a hole in the inbounds there.
Gannon McGuire gets the basket. He and Brady Lalaberti came in a few whistles ago. We're tied up at 6. Trey Smith from Donato. Back, hand off to Donato. Here comes Larkins. Had it in, opening in the lane, and closed quickly, and then this pass goes off Williams' hands.
Good idea. A little bit of heat on that pass. Not an easy one to catch.
No turnover for Osseo. Played just over 5 minutes, tied at 6. Tonight at Maple Grove on CCX. Stang starts a dribble on Swanson, pulls up.
Good defense, held his ground. Didn't go for the fakes.
Back out high, Idea, Larkins right with him. Well, drive and blocked by Larkins out of bounds.
Good help defense by the Orioles right there. They're pressuring the ball real strong, forcing you to drive, and then the help and rotation came over.
And Videa on the pass in.
Good defense by Swanson, moving his feet.
Stang comes back out high to Idea with the pass.
I like how Larkins gets after it. It's not that much fun playing against a guy who's just always guarding you that closely.
Will Bowman, number 14, in for Maple Grove.
It's Maple Grove's patented set offense.
Idea for three.
They call it Crimson.
Missed on all 3 of his 3 attempts, and the rebound to Swanson. Swanson, drive, kick to the corner to Trey Smith.
4 out, 1 in offense right now, keeping their big men down low.
Tough shot from Larkins, won't go, and rebounded by Femright.
That's the first one he's forced. It was good defense by Maple Grove.
Temi Omotoyinaba, number 2, in for Osseo. Whistle and a foul on the drive.
Maple Grove with that high screen and roll action that you see a lot of teams running, and then they'll take a guy from the bottom of the lane and pop him up to the top. It's good action. They drew the foul that time. It's like Elvin Jones in. He's one of their leading scorers.
Idea from the corner. He's been off so far tonight. Good offensive rebound. And the putback for 2 for Will Bowman, senior post.
Excellent rebound. Nice jump hook.
Trey Smith missed on the 3. Scramble for the ball. And off of Maple Grove.
I don't think Osseo wants those kind of shots. They want to move the ball, work it around, get a great look every time. I mean, you can get that shot anytime.
Go all the way to the backcourt and into Larkin's hand. Osseo trailing for the first time tonight. Jones with the basketball, averages 7.5 points. Number 11, now here's Smith. On the block, Williams against Paul Bickey. Nice little up and under move. Missed the shot though. Paul Bickey can't get the rebound, but Bowman does.
Good job of not fouling by the Crimson. They're just walling up. Physical and got the rebound. A lot of physical players out there, good athletes. It's the same high look.
Loose ball picked up. Pass knocked away from Paul Bickey, but gathered back in by Bowman. Go back to Paul Bickey, and Williams coming around behind him commits the foul.
Yeah, the first time he did it, I'm like, well, they didn't call it, but if you do that again, I think his right hand was on his waist too, and that might be why they called it.
First on Williams' 4th team foul. Osseo a 3-team foul so far. Jacob Anderson back in for the Crimson, replacing Lalaberti. Stang off the inbound, knocks down the 3.
Twice they've scored on inbounds plays. That can be the difference in a game like this.
Crimson by 5. Stang with 7 of their points. Good save on the sideline by Smith.
I think Osseo's only taken 1 3-pointer. That's one thing that they're going to have to do in this game. They're going to have to penetrate and kick and hit a few threes.
Trey Smith out high. Here comes Jones. Long 2, short. Rebound by Maple Grove. And off goes to Anderson. Back out to Stang. Stang will spin move. Oh, not the and one. Going to go to the line for 2 more.
Very athletic move. Looks like he's left-handed and he really loves to come off that ball screen. Little spin move. You can do the spin move now for most refs. They don't call that travel anymore. In college, they've totally got rid of calling it travel. In high school, you might get some refs that will call it, but evidently these refs aren't going to call that, so then it's a good move.
Williams picks up his 2nd foul, so he comes out. Bryce Hawthorne among those Orioles checking in. Hawthorne for the first time, 6'4" senior. And missed them both, but the Crimson get the offensive rebound, ripped out by Bowman. Anderson will drive to the rack, missed the shot. She might have got a piece of that. The Orioles come away with it.
Good job getting back on defense. You can tell Coach Schroeder has worked on that.
Beanie and Mackin is in for Osseo, and the shot goes down.
Tough little push shot.
Otoyinabo with the basket.
Yeah, he got a little double team there, and he just kind of found himself in the middle of the lane and made an awkward shot. He played the foul there.
Spin by Videa. Shot won't go down. Rebounded by Mackinnon. Otoyinabo, that one won't go, and rebounded by Anderson. We stay at 11-8. More than halfway through the first half. Pretty low-scoring game so far.
Yeah, it's one of those things that'll probably start loosening up maybe end of this half or sometime in the second half. But
Videa drives off balance, not good.
Everyone's playing a lot of players, and the players are fresh to play defense.
Jones wide open for a three. First made three-pointer for Osseo, and they've tied it up.
They're going to need a little bit more of that. They're not going to have to make a ton of threes because they can get to the rim, but they're going to have to make some to keep Maple Grove honest.
Got high Anderson. The idea to the corner to Stang.
There's a lot of big bodies down low in this game. It's fun to see them bang around down there.
Stang now will drive. Hands off Paul Mickey with the dunk.
Yeah, if the big helps up, then you got to get some rotation down from a wing. Or the big's got to bluff. Another wide open three.
Too strong and rebounded by Bowman, who's got yet another rebound here in the first half off the missed Mackinnon three. Stang with the fake, step back, shot not good, and rebounded by Swanson. Ahead to Jones, back to Ty Swanson. He'll reset the Osseo offense. Hawthorne comes out. And Swanson will drive. A lot of traffic there. He thought a lot of contact. Maple Grove rebounds on the run out. And Videa gets shot blocked out of bounds by Otoyinabo.
Looks like he might have called a foul on that.
There's the Jones three, a few possessions ago for Osseo. And then Maple Grove breaking the tie. Stang, nice shovel off to Paul Bickey. Otoyinabo does indeed pick up a foul there, and so free throws here for Maple Grove. Videa getting his first point tonight. The leading scorer on the season, it's 14-11 Crimson. Nice pass off. Hawthorne couldn't finish. Rebound by Maple Grove by Lalaberti. Head to Paul Bickey, waits for the D to go by and lays it in.
Osseo's going to their patented ball screen offense. First time that I've seen them run it, they ran it last possession.
Drive and basket. No fear at all on the drive by Donato. Takes it right at the rim and scores.
Refused that screen and there was no help.
Idea off to the corner. It's Herpu and Bassa, number one in for Maple Grove. He's got the ball right now, and Bassa then handing off to Lalaberti.
Osseo making it difficult to reverse the ball. They've kept it on the side of the court, getting out there and denying. They can push it way out to reverse it.
Bounce pass, Paul Bickey can't get the shot to go over Swanson. Back comes Osseo. Trey Smith has it stripped away. Videa pushing it up for Maple Grove. Takes the return pass from Bassa. A whistle and a foul on the Orioles.
Maple Grove really is compacting the paint. Whenever anyone drives in there, they get a double team, forcing them to kick it out. They need to kick it out more.
That last two by Osseo.
It was a great finish.
Fouls on McInerney. It's his first, but it's a 7th team foul. So Maple Grove in the bonus, and Vidia earns the second. Got them both. Vidia out and Stang back in for Maple Grove.
Stang doesn't sit long. You can tell he's a catalyst on their offense. Very aggressive, very skilled.
18-13, Maple Grove in the lead. Aaron Smith off to Trey Smith.
Finally got him loose.
And gets to the basket and scores. Trey Smith averaging 17 a game. It's his first basket tonight.
And Maple Grove making a concerted effort not to let him score. There's a nice handoff action up top, turning the corner.
And there are 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Stang, little floater, too strong. Aaron Smith rebounds.
Good D by Osseo that time, walling up.
Drive and a foul.
Maybe Publicki from behind. Not sure.
Both he and McGuire were in the area. Let's see who they whistle it on. I would say it is Publicki. It'll be his second.
Yeah, he got him a little bit with his hip, I think, because the block was clean.
And Donato missing on the first free throw try.
Donato and Larkins make a very quick pair of guards.
Second one is good. Champ will have to change next time he gets to the line, right? 18-16.
Looked like Maple Grove was going to extend their lead there, and Osseo's got it right back into a 2-point game. 2-3 zone by Osseo. They do that when they bring their really big guys in, sometimes on defense.
Right side, McGuire. Nice handoff. An easy lay-in.
Great attack. We're not just launching threes. That's what you want to do when you play zone. Make them take some contested threes. Ooh, nice. Great spin move by Larkins.
After Femright scored, Osseo comes right back and answers. Larkins has 6 points.
Stay in that 2-3 zone, but you still got to guard your man. You can't let him drive to the basket so easily like they did last time.
McGuire left wing. One dribble down to the baseline. Femright an easy lay-in.
Great pass. Sometimes that bounce pass is good against the zone. Everyone's got their hands up. Just pass it under the D.
Larkins in the lane, back out. Donato.
Good D by Maple Grove.
Smith to the basket. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Femright. And Stang will walk it up. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Maple Grove up by 4.
Staying in the zone. Maple Grove's 2 for 2 in possessions against this zone recently.
Go down to Femright again. This time as a block by Aaron Smith. Corralled in the corner by Donato and back out to Swanson. Here's Larkins. Pull up from 16. Too strong. Maple Grove possession.
I think Maple Grove will take that all day, forcing mid-range jumpers, just not let Larkins get to the paint.
And Bassa back out to Stang. McGuire. Dribble it out high.
Trying to overload the side. Got a corner
for
jumper.
3. Missed it, and here comes Trey Smith. Donato trying to get it to Smith, missed, and back comes Maple Grove. They'll load up another 3 from that corner, way off on this one. Rebounds by Larkins. Whoa, out of traffic there, and a steal. Takeaway by Maple Grove, and the finish at the other end by Stang.
Great Euro step, and he used his right hand. Very skillful play. On the other end, Larkins is a little bit out of control.
Donato back to Larkins. 18-footer. Won't go. Rebounded by Mbassa. With 1:15 to go in the half, Maple Grove by 6. Another three, this time from the opposite corner, missed on that try. And it's back into Osseo's possession with under minutes ago. Trey Smith for three.
Tough shot. It's a good individual play there.
Averages about 35% on his three-pointers this year. Double team the ball. Get a jump ball. Possession arrow. Maple Grove.
Yeah, those dribble threes in the NBA and stuff, they keep track of percentages on that, and those are not easy to make at a high percentage. But his team needed it, and he felt it, and he made it.
Maidea back in here with 30 seconds to play in the half.
See if they go for one shot or just take the first one they get.
McGuire down low. Laliberti saw himself in some trouble and throws it off of Smith and out of bounds.
Looks like they're just going for the first opportunity they see.
Another bounce pass, and that's what, 3 baskets off inbound.
Yeah, they're screening the zone and just running to the basket.
Laliberti scores on this one, his first points. Larkin's going to take it all the way down with under 10 to go. 5, hands it back out. Smith, tough shot from the baseline, not good, and that'll be the end of the first half. A quick moving half, Greg Miller, and it's Osseo trailing Maple Grove here, 26-21.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls called. Both teams taking care of the basketball pretty good, so there weren't a lot of whistles. And the pace was slow. People on both teams were patient. You know, these teams, there's a good chance that they could meet up again in the sections.
Right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Some first half highlights and more coverage of Osseo Maple Grove boys basketball on CCX. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You will also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. Maple Grove 26, Osseo 21. Halftime high school boys basketball tonight. Fans are excited to get a free t-shirt. Well, some fans are. Even the Osseo fans.
They got the t-shirt gun.
But I think it's a Maple Grove t-shirt. I don't know if the Osseo fans really want one.
Yeah, they'll probably do something bad with it.
Let's look at some highlights from the first 18 minutes of play tonight here at Maple Grove High School. Greg Osseo getting out to an early lead. Nice drive and basket in the end one for Damari Larkins. He leads them in scoring so far. Jerome Williams with a block on the Osseo end defensively. Maple Grove, though, as we saw on that highlight there, are able to score off the inbound plays. And that was again McGuire scoring on that one. Alvin Jones hit a 3. Stang, a nice handoff here to Lincoln Palbicki for 2. A drive and the finish there from Donato. Takeaway by Henry Stang. It's around Aaron Smith and scores. Trey Smith with a 3. So Osseo with 2 made threes in the game. Finish at the basket there for Lalaberti for his only points. He'll get the top scorers. Larkins with 6, Trey Smith with 5. Between the two of them on the season, they average about 34 points. So they're going to need a little more from them tonight on the Maple Grove side. Stang with 9. And Palpicki and Femright with 4 apiece. As you mentioned, pretty low-scoring game so far, Greg Miller, 26-21 here.
I think a lot of times in these rivalry games, especially, both coaches really know each other's program really well, and you're able to take things away till players start getting tired. Once there's a little fatigue that sets in, there'll be a little run by one of the teams probably, and then the score will be a little bit higher. They both average 67 points a game. Maple Grove, though, is holding people to 49 points a game for the season, which is really impressive. So I think it'll probably be in the 30s second half.
We'll take time out. We'll come back. Second half of play here. The Chick-fil-A Cows are on hand. More basketball on CCX after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Back at Maple Grove High School, John Jacobson with Greg Miller ready for the second half. Maple Grove really been a second half team, Greg. That margin that they have outscored their opponents by this season.
Well, that's significant. I would tell my teams that, you can lose a game in the first half, but if the game's, within 10 or 15 even, it's a ball game. 4-point game, 5-point game here. This is anyone's game.
Osseo unable to convert on its first possession. Idea driving the basket, not good. Kept alive by Palpicki. A nice job. Got it back into the hands of Idea, who's able to score.
We got fans walking them, but too close to the court there.
Coming back in at halftime. That brought the whistle. Look at it again. There's a job by Palpicki getting it back to his teammate for the land. So Maple Grove now by 7. Knocked away by Torbor on the floor. And we get a foul, I believe, on Smith trying to get it back from Torbor.
Really nice defense. He was in the stance, Torbor, and he still had quick hands to deflect the ball. They double teamed the ball screen there temporarily, a little hedge.
Idea off to Anderson, back out to Stang. Back to Jacob Anderson. And a steady score for them this year, but has not scored yet tonight, number 3. Palpicki. Knocked away by Aaron Smith, out of bounds.
Like we said in the pregame, they have a lot of guys that can hurt you in balanced scoring, so if one person isn't scoring a lot, usually probably not going to matter that much. They take the open look.
Idea, hand it off to Stang and back to Torbor. Stang, he'll load up to 3, missed. And Larkins unable to control the rebound, we're out of bounds.
Nice little set play there. Reverse action, a little flare screen from Palpicki. Got a wide open look, just didn't knock it down. High-low action, out of bounds.
Stang drive. Pass back out by Torbor. Stang and blocked by Williams, out of bounds.
Another great job by Williams, just walling up and still athletic enough to time it and get a block. He goes straight up.
Couple of blocks for the big man here tonight.
Good no call by the officials, in my opinion.
Anderson will back out to Videa. Torbor back to Videa. Tries. Paul Bickey. Short jumper, not good. Rebound, Swanson. Donato able to finish.
And that's how Osseo can get more on the boards if they can get some runouts. I'm sure they'd like to get some steals, but just playing good D, get a rebound and going is probably their best chance of scoring.
Idea waits for Stang to pop out into the hands of Torbor. Anderson for three. That was his first points tonight.
Maple Grove doing a good job of getting the big man up top and setting those flare screens, which created an advantage. They had help from the corner, knocked down the three.
Biggest lead of the game tonight for Maple Grove. Here's Larkins to the corner. Donato, runner, back iron not good. Anderson has it.
You notice Osseo had an open three there, but they chose to drive. So seems to be a difference in the game right now, three-point shooting. It's in Maple Grove's favor.
Anderson back out high. Here comes Torbor. Cut off by Smith, and they'll back it out. Idea for Anderson. Torbor lost the ball and a turnover. Williams outlet pass knocked away.
Pass.
Comes back to Larkins and a good feed. Able to finish.
Great play by Swanson there to have the wherewithal to make a quick decision and just bat the ball up to his teammate for a layup.
Swanson with a couple of assists already here in the second half on both Osseo baskets. Donato getting a little push on Videa's drive. Will get whistled for a foul.
A little dribble drive action and then a steal. That's what Maple Grove's been trying to really attack the rim, but Osseo's doing a good job of crowding the lane, and then that time they got a steal and a layup. Osseo's trying to get double teams. They just about got it. Videa was quick enough to stay away from it. There's another steal.
Larkins lays it in. So the last four go to Maple Grove.
You got to get easy baskets in this game.
For Osseo.
That's the way Osseo can get them, is getting layups in the open court.
Idea, Williams got a hand in on it.
Looky working hard down there, trying to post up. It's not easy. It gets you tired, especially if you're big.
Stang. Not good. Williams rebounds.
Another one of those mid-range jumpers. You don't see a lot of them go in anymore. Those kids must be confident that they can make them, but so far it's 0 for 3 in the game for both teams.
Pass missed for Osseo. It's over and back. Turnover of the Orioles. Gannon and McGuire, number 11, back in. Jacob Anderson out.
Osseo keeps hanging in because of their defense. Little set play there for corner J.
And knocks it down. That's McGuire.
Yeah, Coach Schroeder, he's got quite a few little wrinkles that he can do.
2 threes for Maple Grove here in the second half. They had just one in the first half. 34-27. Swanson picks up his dribble, able to get it back out. Smith fakes a three. Will spin move and travel.
They forced it a little bit there, trying to make a play. Maple Grove's ready for that. They're pretty much daring Osseo to shoot threes or pack in the paint and say, go ahead and kick it out. And so if you force it, there's a good chance you're going to turn it over.
Dorbor. McGuire just hit the three to Pavlicki. On the block. Smith came over on the double team and forces a turnover. Gets the return pass and lays it in.
That's been Osseo's best offense this whole second half. Their defense.
Stang gets fouled by Larkins.
Well, they call it on the ground. think Coach Schroeder thought there was a foul in the possession before, and I think he thinks that should have been a three-pointer maybe.
Alden Jones back in for Osseo. .20 to play, second half. Tough shot there from McGuire, wouldn't go, and rebounded by the Orioles. Back they push it, trying to make it perhaps a one-possession game here.
Good pressure by Maple Grove. They go under those ball screens. They're not really afraid of a three.
Paul Bickey takes away the pass intended for Williams. Idea will walk it up. Kicks the pass out. Stang fakes a three, drives off to Paul Bickey, who lost the handle on it and turns it over. Swanson has it for Osseo. And then a steal by McGuire, couldn't stay in bounds. Stays with the Orioles.
That was a good pass. Paul Bickey just tried to make his move before he had total control and hobbled it a little bit. They got to keep looking for him down there, especially when they penetrate. You notice Maple Grove isn't like right up on the ball. They're kind of defending the three-point line to start with, and then defending the lane.
Smith to Larkins. Spins, hands off to Jerome Williams. Not good. Second try up, and they'll go to the line and shoot.
Good second effort by Williams.
Fouls on Paul Bickey. That's his third. And Williams gets his first point tonight. Well, Bickey and Borbor both come out. Lalaberti and Femright back in for Maple Grove.
It's about the third or fourth time this game where Maple Grove would look like they're going to extend their lead into double digits, and Osseo just keeps coming back every time.
1 out of 2 with the rebound to Jones. Didn't get it to go, and rebounded by Maple Grove. Idea to the corner. Bounce pass across. Femright fouled by Williams. Another 3 on Jerome Williams. And Femright to the line to shoot 2. Look at it again. Good interior pass. Draws the foul. Aaron Smith in, replacing Williams.
Femright, he looks like he might be a football player. He's a big, strong kid. I don't know if he is, but they got a lot of big guys on both teams.
Now 1 out of 2, lead is 5. Under 11 minutes to play. .30. Here's Smith. Hits the basketball, missed the shot. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Smith doing a great job of getting down low and using his body and sealing his man, which Tyson was hoping he finished for an and one there, but he got his work done early, which is nice, and he made a free throw.
Osseo 3 of 6 so far tonight from the free throw line.
Osseo's got a nice rotation of big men that they bring into the game.
Bowman back in for Maple Grove. Smith, second one not good, and the rebound to Lalaberti. Stang, almost turned it over, got it into the hands of Idea. 10.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Maple Grove led by 5 at halftime, up by 4 right now. Biggest lead is 8. Stang's got an open lane to the basket. Can't finish, but he will go to the line. And Jones fouled him.
There's a lot of action going on the backside, and that took away the defensive help. Maple Grove did a good job attacking the basket.
Next free throw is up and in for Stang. He's got 10 points now. Dorgor back in for Maple Grove. Got them both. He's 4 out of 6 from the free throw lines. 37-31 Crimson. Jones. Back out high comes to Smith. Omoto Yinaba.
Notice how they go under every ball screen there. They don't want to allow penetration.
Smith back in, that kicks it out for a 3. Back out, Jones will shoot a 3. Short, good rebound though. They'll go back out to the perimeter to Jones. Off the offensive rebound by McKinnon. Not above the block, a little turnaround shot, tough shot there for Osseo, and the rebound for Maple Grove. A lot of time with the ball, but no points in the end for Osseo on that possession. Yeah, they missed on the steal and wide open on the backside. Lalaberti able to drive and lay it in.
Yeah, you got to stay disciplined on that. Just kind of went on his own and tried to get a double team.
Larkins lost it out of bounds. Osseo turnover.
Maple Grove trying to make their run now to get some separation. If they get a bucket in this one, there might be a timeout from Coach Tyson. There hasn't been a timeout yet in the game. I think Coach Tyson likes the pace of the game. Maple Grove's not afraid to play any way you want, but I think it definitely benefits the underdog to keep a lower pace.
Dorbor's shot gets blocked by Smith. Larkins ahead, and the finish at the rim for McKinnon.
That being said, they do definitely take advantage of fast break opportunities when they get them.
McKinnon with his first basket tonight, the junior.
Osseo plays an interesting game because they have a lot of speed and quickness and they can fast break, but when they're in the half court, they play a real patient offense.
Drive and a foul, and that'll send Lalaberti to the line. That's on Aaron Smith, his second. Second one, not good. We get a whistle and a foul in the lane on Maple Grove.
It's a big possession for Osseo right now with 8 minutes left in the game.
Fouls on Bowman, his first. 3 team fouls for Maple Grove in the second half. Osseo with 6. Under 8 minutes to go here in the second half.
Maple Grove does a great job of getting in their stance, moving their feet, walling up. They don't gamble.
Pretty good look, but unable to finish at the rim was Aaron Smith.
They're very fundamentally sound, both teams. Maple Grove playing a different style of defense than Osseo.
Dormore, a little trouble on the pass. It's cut off by Smith anyway and comes back out. Swinging around left side, Lalaberti. Dormore, one dribble and into the hands of Stang and out of Idea. And a steal for Trey Smith.
Great job laying in the weeds there and getting his left hand out, denying the pass. They deny a lot more than Maple Grove does. It was probably the 5th layup they've had this half from their defense. That was a huge play. Maple Grove scores there. Goes up 9 or 10. Now it's a 5-point game.
Osseo using the timeout. Just last week here at Maple Grove High School, the state championship banner unveiled for the Maple Grove football team that finished Class 6A champions, an unbeaten season, 13-0. Some football guys on this Maple Grove basketball team, Jacob Anderson and Henry Stang among the starters, but there are more sprinkled in the varsity and JV rosters, but a great championship, great season for Maple Grove. Just their second boys championship, joining boys golf in 2021. You look at Jacob Anderson, who just committed to play college football at Winona State.
Awesome, yeah. Maple Grove has had football on the rise with Coach Walberty here for a while, but to make it all the way and finish, that's very difficult when you got the Eden Prairies and the Wayzettas and the perennial powers. And now it looks like they're one of the perennial powers, so congratulations to them. You know someone on that team, too.
I know one more than the rest, but yeah, I know a lot of those kids, and they're great, a big senior class this year, and some of the ones that aren't playing basketball here in the crowd tonight. Henry Stang, one of the captains for next year's team, had a real nice season as a defensive back for Maple Grove.
I used to love having football players on my basketball teams. They're tough, and they're usually super physical and really good athletes.
Osseo's got some, too. I mentioned both Williams and Hawthorne. Hawthorne going to South Dakota State, Williams to Minnesota, and terrific players for the Orioles this year. Tough play for Stang and cut off, and Osseo the rebound chance to get it down to 2 or 3. Here's Swanson. Comes up short on the 3 ball. Loose ball finally picked up by Dorbor.
Yeah, that was a big chance, and Swanson's a good shooter. I like that look. You're not getting a lot of easy looks in the half court, and a wide open 3 in transition. That's a good shot.
So we stay at 5 points. Under 6.5 to go. I've been traveling on Maple Grove. I think the defense, as you mentioned, has been really good on both sides. You see guys drive, and how many times is their man right with them, right? They're cut off, they got to go back out or force up a shot. It's just been, I've been really impressed with how both these teams have played on the ball.
And they're playing good team defense as well when somebody does get beat. So yeah, it's definitely 2 really well-coached defensive teams.
Donato handing off to Smith. Now to Trey Smith. Trey Smith will take it all the way to the basket and score. I mentioned he's their top scorer this year, averaging over 17 a game. He's got 6 here in the second half, 11 in the game, and it's down to a 3-point lead now for Maple Grove. Was 8. Aliberti with idea. Albicki on the block. Whistle and a foul from behind on Aaron Smith.
Osseo's got to like the way this game is going here in the last minute. It looked like there was a chance for Maple Grove to kind of get double-digit lead, and right now I like the momentum for Osseo.
7-team foul on Osseo, and so that sends Albicki to the line for a 1-and-1.
I haven't really seen Maple Grove make any threes recently either, and when they got a little separation, they were making some threes, so credit Osseo's D on that, not letting them get loose. And part of it's what you said, they're not letting them penetrate, so they don't have to help, and they're not able to kick.
First point in the second half for Albicki. McGuire back in for Maple Grove, and Larkins for Osseo at the whistle. Albicki makes them both, so big free throws to make it a 5-point game.
Trey Smith got loose last possession. To see if they're patient and they get him a good look.
Thinking about the 3 now, will put it up and hits it.
Prime-time player right there.
42-40. Osseo's not led since very early in the first half. Trying to knock off the number 3 Crimson. Ball tipped away out of bounds off Osseo.
Osseo, they're just a grinding team. They just keep playing. They keep playing solid defense. They got themselves back in this game.
Idea's shot gets blocked. Loose ball on the floor. Bodies all over the place to get a jump ball. Tim Tyson, like, there's a lot of contact. There's no foul there. Jump ball. Possession arrow keeps the ball with Maple Grove. Idea to inbound. Gets it in to Stang. Under 5 minutes to play here in the second half. Back to Henry Stang.
A little wrinkle off of that Crimson offense.
Gannon McGuire with his second three in the second half.
Normally in that pattern, McGuire will pop to the top of the key, fake that, and came out to the corner. It's a nice wrinkle. Big shot.
Lead back up to 5. Trey Smith had the hot hand to get it into his hands again. Gives it up now to Larkins. Swanson for 3 answers.
Badly needed 3 by Osseo. They got their best shooter in the corner, which is nice. And they help off that corner shooter. Swanson knocked it down. Big shot. Back-to-back big threes by both teams.
Osseo uses another timeout. Look at that Swanson triple again. Make it 45-43.
I never really liked helping off that corner player. It's a shot that a lot of players love. I don't know, he helped maybe just a little bit too much. It's hard to say. Next time I think they'll probably play it a little bit differently.
Well, we got a little time here, Greg. Is this your first year not coaching, and how long?
38 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually 37 of coaching and my first year not coaching. I'm enjoying it. I've been checking out a lot of college, Division III games and various high school games with connections that I have. And it's been a lot of fun.
High school classmates.
Yeah.
You and I, right?
We sure are. Robbinsdale Robins.
Always a Robin. Even if our school's closed. Right?
True.
All right, here we go. Stretch time, 4 minutes to play. Good basketball game. Good crowd tonight here at Maple Grove. Stang to the corner. McGuire's hit a couple. Not this time. Rebound to Osseo, and this Smith, they could take a lead with a 3. Swanson to Smith.
Good decision there to pull it out.
Larkins. Pass down low to Smith. Turns. Oh, couldn't finish. Rebound of Idea.
Good rebound.
Pass ahead. Paul Bakey is open, and he's fouled, and they go to the line for 2.
Smart play by Maple Grove. Ricky doing a good job of running the court after his man made a move. It's hard for those big fellas to get back, so your teammates got to help and recover and help you till you can get back. Good job of getting his head up.
Well, Bickey has made all 3 of his free throws here in the second half. Following Aaron Smith, it's his 4th. He'll stay in. Big man got them both.
That's huge. You can make your free throws down the stretch. Probably the team that makes the most will win this game.
Larkins almost lost it. Gives it back out high to Swanson.
Plenty of time. They just got to run their offense. Be patient. Get a good look. Trace. Oh, he's coming up high.
Smith to Larkins. Larkins in traffic, a little too strong. Right at the rim, but couldn't finish.
Yeah, that was good defense there. Stang had his both arms up in the air. Made it tough for Larkins to get a good look.
Whistle and a timeout here for Maple Grove. Full timeout for Nick Schroeder. Coming into play tonight, look at the top 10 teams in the 14-team Northwest Suburban Conference. Park Center with a one-game lead over Andover, Maple Grove, and Totino Grace. I mentioned earlier in the show that Andover and Maple Grove will play here at Maple Grove on Wednesday. Then it goes to Blaine at 5 and 4, Armstrong and Osseo and Spring Lake Park all at 4 and 5. Osceo's next game will be against Elk River on Wednesday. See the Elks 3 and 5 and 5 and 8 in the conference. And the top 10 rankings in Class 4A, Park Center remains at number 1. Everyone else in 4A at least 2 losses. Lakeville North at number 2, then Maple Grove, Eastview, and Minnetonka. Wayzata, Buffalo, and Hopkins, 4 late conference teams right there in a row, 5 through 8. And Hopkins and Buffalo play tomorrow night at Hopkins. And then Lakeville South and Eastridge round out the top 10.
Wayzata is really coming on strong lately. They started out like, I think, 3 and 3, and they've been on a hot streak.
Lost their first 2, actually, yeah.
They beat Hopkins by 20 recently, and I still like Lakeville North's chances. They're probably going to get this state, and they've been unhealthy part of the year. But I think Park Center's the odds-on favorite, though. I would say they got the most talent, and they're well coached. Yeah, they're really good. There's 14 teams now in the Northwest Suburban, North and West Division.
Pressure on the ball, but Fidea able to navigate that, got it into the hands of Stang.
Yeah, with no shot clock and a 4-point lead, you don't even have to force any action.
Dorbor missed the shot. Palbicki can't get it to go. Rebounded, ahead it goes, and a finish by Donato. Great look ahead by Larkins, and Donato able to finish.
When someone's attacking the glass, someone's got to get back on defense. It's a good job by Osseo there.
Bump by Larkins on Stang. That'll send him to the line.
Yeah, in the bonus, you really don't need to be doing that. You just got to stay in front of your man.
Look at that last basket.
And Cardinal rule basketball. I mean, the guy who's at the top of the key has got to get back and stop that. You can't let anyone get behind you.
Stang with 11 points. 4 have come from the free throw line. He's 4 of 6 so far tonight.
Nice stroke.
Earns the bonus. That's the 19th foul, so Maple Grove in the double bonus from here on out.
And nothing but net on that one. He's got a nice short, compact stroke.
Got them both. Big possession for Maple Grove. Just over 2 minutes to go. They lead by 4.
Yeah, that was a tough break for Osseo there, giving up 2 points. Ooh, there's
Larkins
the favor.
Yep. Stang fouls Larkins.
They have fouls to give. 2 more to give.
Yeah, only the 4th team foul there. Under 2 to go now. Trey Smith had a big second half. He got held on the way.
Yeah, good job reading how the defense was playing him right there. Trey faked like he was going to use a ball screen, and then he got to the bucket. Luckily for Maple Grove, they had fouls to give. Otherwise, they'd be in the bonus, or he would have got to the rim if they didn't foul him. Yeah, one more they can give if they think they're getting beat, I guess.
Fouls on Dorbor, his 3rd. Comes Smith again, now backs it out.
That's a tough shot.
Leaner, not good. Kept alive though. Smith can't get it to go. Palbicki might have gotten a piece of it. Smith gets it back and puts it up and in. Aaron Smith with the basket.
Yeah, he's excited about it. That's great work. Yeah, great extra effort there. Kind of a tough shot by Trey, but you got to have a team, and he went and got the rebound and finished it. That was nice.
Awesome.
20 kept it alive. Mackinnon, he did a good job keeping that one alive. Otherwise, they wouldn't even have got to that point.
Osseo fans fired up. Their club back to within 2 off the Aaron Smith basket.
What you'd expect from these two teams, it really doesn't matter any year. I was looking at the scores of these teams playing the last 5 years. They split when they used to play each other 2 times a season. This year they only play each other once. And every season, no matter what the records are of both teams, there's going to be good games. And Osceo's played a tough schedule too. Maple Grove has the schedule of Maple Grove plays. They don't have to play Totino twice. They don't have to play Park Center twice. You know, Osceo's got a little bit more of a challenge in that regard as the whole season plays out.
Minute 33 to play here. 49-47 Crimson. Led by as many as 8. Osceo's not been able to get into the lead here in the second half.
Yeah, you only need to be in the lead at the very end.
Right, I've heard that.
Those are hard games to lose when you've led the whole game and then at the very end you lose it. But it happens to every team, every coach. See what Maple Grove's got here. I thought they kind of forced a shot with a 4-point lead their last possession and led to a fast break run out.
Back into the hands of Idea.
Yeah, they're doing the patented pattern stall that Nick runs. They're going to make him follow him now.
Whistle, and we get a foul on Donato. Send Stang back to the line. He'll shoot 2. They're in the double bonus.
I kind of thought they would do that with 2 minutes to go. It might have been a little early because sometimes you turn the ball over if you just try to stall. But with no shot clock, less than a minute and a half, Nick is telling his guys, you're just going to run this pattern, and if you get a backdoor layup, we'll take it. Otherwise, make them follow. The shooter's touch there.
No doubt. Makinen and Aaron Smith back in for Osseo.
Makinen in for defense and rebounding. I guess they're going on offense.
They're staying 6 for 6 from the line here in the second half. That's 15 points.
A lot of times coaches will sub O&D here in this situation, get their best defenders out there.
Lalaberti in for Stang. 4-point game. We're down to a minute to play. Larkins. Tough shot, and it's foul. Whitey, I didn't think he committed a foul, but he gets whistled for one.
Yeah, 2 shots. See what it looks like with his hands. I think he might have snuck his right hand in there. We couldn't see it from that angle. Kind of a sneaky play, I think. Got quick hands.
Larkins able to hit the free throw. It's back to a 1-possession game again.
You know, one thing watching both these teams play, you hardly see anybody complaining about calls. Maybe just a brief second, but they're really have their emotional self-control. It's fun to watch that.
Hits them both. A couple of big free throws for the junior. He went over 1,000 career points last week. Again, started at Minneapolis South, now at Osseo. And a nice player for the Orioles this year. Oh, Larkins gets the steal, throws it off of Vidia, and gets the turnover.
Yeah, tough place to pass the basketball right to the half-court line in the corner. You want to keep that ball in the middle as much as you can. Great play by Larkins. That's a run and jump. Yeah, they practice that a lot. Looks like a double team, but you just leave right away and you sprint to the guy that your partner is guarding. Osceo's defense has kept them in this game the whole time. They've got quite a few steals. Did it again.
1-possession game under 40 seconds to go. Aaron Smith turns and scores. We're tied up.
He got some big buckets from Aaron Smith. He was looking to kick it out. He was unsure of himself, but then he had nowhere else to go, and he should have a little more confidence in himself, I think. He made some good plays down there.
Vidia back out to Dorbor. Looks like they're just going to go here. 3-point shot for the lead. Not good. Rebounded by Trey Smith. Osseo will take a timeout. With 7.4 seconds to go. The ball made, but the whistle going well before that, and Osseo gets a chance to win it.
A great play by Trey Smith. He got that rebound. He fell down. If he didn't put his hand there to catch his fall and keep his feet on the ground, it would have been traveling. Really, really good play there.
$51-all with 7 seconds to go. Look at it again. The 3-ball put up by McGuire, missed.
You know,
that's the play you talked about by Smith.
And a learning experience for Maple Grove. I mean, you got a tie game, you got to get the last shot. You know, it looked like an open 3. If it goes, it's good. But I think most coaches would say, you know, you don't want to give the other team a chance to win it at the end. And it would have been tough to turn that one down because he's a good shooter. But you know, this is good for the playoffs. If the same situation occurs later, you know, Maple Grove kids can learn from that. Be interesting to see what Osseo has. You know, they're probably going to get the ball into Smith's hands or Larkin penetrating. You know, I like that play when Swanson got the open 3 in the corner that one time when they did a high ball screen. I like that handoff action they do with the big fella, and Trey Smith comes off and catches it at the top of the key, and then the big man dives down. So one of those kind of actions I think Tyson will do here. And the other thing that Maple Grove has got to be cognizant of is blocking now, because Osseo's got a few extra possessions here at the end of this game, and they're going to really crash the glass. Yes, Tyson's smiling. He's still loving it, still enjoying it. Loves the competition. Both guys know each other well. Here we go.
Larkins, out of 5 seconds. Back to Larkins. 3 seconds. Got to launch a 3, and not good.
It was a great
good overtime.
Yeah, you can tell Larkins, he likes to take, was that Larkins who shot it? I thought it was, but anyway, it was a good look. Tell he had confidence in shooting it. Yeah, it was Larkin.
Got the return pass from Smith. Open, Paul Dickey coming out on him and spins around, not good. That follow-up wouldn't have been good had Trey Smith been able to go. It was after the buzzer.
Yeah, good unselfish play by Osseo. They didn't just have one guy just try to dribble through everybody. They made a couple passes and they got a great look, just ringed out.
So overtime. Tied up at 51. A great job by Osseo to come back. Some big defensive plays there for them, especially in the last minute, right? To be able to get extra possessions and get the tie and had a chance to win.
They did. I mean, they just stayed strong the whole game and just kept playing their game, playing defense. Pretty methodical on offense, didn't really force a lot. And for a team that really doesn't shoot a lot of threes, they were able to, you know, use their defense and get baskets other ways. The big fella really made a couple of big plays for him. Aaron Smith, a couple jump hooks that were instrumental in tying the game. You never know what's going to happen in these overtimes. It seems like Osseo has momentum, and they maybe keep that momentum going. But you know, this game has been so even. I think it'll probably go right down to the wire in the overtime as well.
4 minutes on the clock and ready for another jump ball. Trey Smith wins the tap in the opening possession for the Orioles.
So Osseo still hasn't had the lead, correct?
Not since early in the game. They were up early in the
okay.
First, probably not since about the 6-minute mark of the first half. Not in the second half, no. Trey Smith goes back out. Larkin did a leap up to save that one. Oh, off to Smith. Oh, couldn't finish. Palbicki has it taken away by Smith. Off Maple Grove.
That was a real nice cut by Smith. Just missed a shot. Kind of mad at himself, but then he does a good job of fighting for it and creating a turnover.
Donato out high, hand off to Trey Smith. Larkins fakes the 3, drive and staying. reach in and fouled him from behind. That's 17 fouls on Maple Grove, and it's 1-1 for Larkins.
Yeah, Trey Smith did a good job of kicking to the corner, and then Larkins, he knows his strengths. You know, his shot doesn't look like it's a horrible shot or anything like that, but he's more confident driving, so he shot faked and he drew the foul. So smart play by Larkins.
1-1, they're trying to give Osseo the lead, and does. First lead since early in the first half. Larkins with 13 points in the game, about 2 under his season average. 7 have come after halftime. Second one short. Dorbor able to corral it.
The playoffs are about a month away, but this is definitely a playoff type atmosphere and a playoff type game that can really help you get better.
Mighty handing off. McGuire now to Stang. And there's Stang. Shot gets blocked. Paul Bickey gets it and he gets fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Stang was close to dragging his pivot foot on that one. The big fella came over to disrupt his shot. Bickey did a nice job of being aware and being ready for the pass.
That was on Ty Swanson, his second. Now Bickey missing from the free throw line for the first time in 5 tries tonight. Still can tie it on the second one. Short of the second one, rebounded by Trey Smith. Osseo holds the lead. Larkins, hand off to Trey Smith.
Osseo being patient again, running their stuff. Trying to get Trey Smith a driving lane to his right hand.
Larkins backs it out toward half court with 2:15 to play.
And again, next season, this will be a totally different deal when we have a shot clock. Right now, you can hold this for the rest of the 2 minutes if you want to.
And Stang thought Larkins was reaching around. Instead, gets called for the foul himself and send Larkins back to the line. Stang's third, and Larkins just made 1 out of 2 back to the line. Still just a 1-on-1 for Osseo. Got it.
And nice to see players make pressure free throws. It's really hard, I think, on the parents watching, to be honest, when they're watching their child shoot a free throw and game on the line and stuff.
Harder than on the kids, I imagine, a lot of times. Made them both. Little clutch free throws, and now a 3-point lead for Osseo. Just over 2 minutes to go in overtime. Mighty to bring it up court for Osseo, for Maple Grove, trailing by a possession. Mighty has been pretty quiet tonight. Shot won't go. Kept alive by Paul Bickey, but then taken back by Osseo. Donato gave it to Larkins.
Yeah, if you're going to go in, you got to go in real strong and finish through some contact. They're not going to call unless they slap you.
Larkins just lost out of bounds. He thought he was fouled on the way to the basket. Turnover for Osseo. So a break there for Maple Grove. Osseo could have gone up by 2 possessions.
Yeah, and Osseo usually has patient possessions there. That would have been a good time for one.
Stang. Off to Dorbor. Get rid of it and does to McGuire. 1:20 to go. Timeout Maple Grove.
Osseo cranking up the defense, denying the passing lanes. Nick needs to get him settled down and get some kind of action he wants to counteract that pressure.
Only meeting of these for these teams in the regular season, as Greg mentioned earlier, could meet again in the postseason in Section 5AA. Regular season will end for each team on Friday, March 3rd. For Maple Grove, it ends with a home game here against Park Center.
Oh, wow. That'll be fun. I haven't seen Park Center play yet, but I've heard a lot about them from quite a few coaches that tell me that they're really special this year.
Defending state 4A champions. Osceo's last home game and last game of the season, March 3rd against Anoka. They will play Park Center Tuesday before that on the 28th, also at Osseo.
Yeah, what a school district for basketball, huh? I mean, through the years, it's been amazing. District 281, I believe. Oh, 279. We're 281. What am I talking about, man?
Come on. You taught in 281. You attended 281.
Line slip.
All right, here we go for Maple Grove, trailing by 3. Have not trailed in a long time, and you don't need a 3, Greg. You get time, but a 3 would tie it, obviously.
I'll be interested to see what he drew up here. He's a clever coach. He comes up with good actions. Do some kind of a set play. Ooh, we call this chin action. Point.
Stang steps back, a little bump from Larkins, not enough to draw a foul.
It's actually called point action, and they got the ball back to Stang. They probably wanted him to drive with his left hand there, but good defense.
He's being well defended out there by Donato. We are under 55 seconds to play.
Yeah, Donato's really doing a great job on defense, as you say.
Dorbor. He'll drive. And he gets fouled. They go to the line for 2.
When they pressure you that hard, you got to find somebody who can break someone down off the dribble, because there's not much help. Maple Grove doesn't have a lot of guys who can do that, but Dorbor did. It was a good job.
Fouls on Trey Smith, his second. Edwin Dorbor has not scored tonight.
He averages 10 points a game, so they've done a good job keeping him in check.
Big one there. First point of overtime for Maple Grove in over 3 minutes. Osseo's had just 3, but
that kind of mirrors the game. Definitely hard to get easy looks.
got them both. So Dorbor comes through in the clutch. 1 point game, timeout.
They saved all those timeouts. Now they get to use them. A lot of coaches like to do that. I used to like to do that, but drive my wife crazy all the timeouts at the end.
And they get an extra one for the overtime too.
Yeah, you get 5 in a game. It's a lot. It's really a lot. If you're in the state tournament, you get your 5. They don't take those away, and you get TV timeouts every 5 minutes. 10 timeouts for each team almost.
So for Maple Grove defensively, and well for both teams, what's the message here?
Well, I mean, Osseo doesn't need to score. They need to get fouled, and get to the free throw line. It's not that easy to do for 42 seconds, though. It's a good chance of turning the ball over if you're not aggressive. But I would say if I was Osseo, I'd spread the court. If you get a backdoor layup, take it. If you get a really good drive to the hoop, take it. But you can always drive in, pivot, kick it back out. But you don't have to score. You just have to try to get to the foul line. If you're Maple Grove, I think just play solid. 42 seconds is a lot of time. In high school especially, it's hard for a team to handle the ball for 42 seconds without turning it over. So I don't think they need to do anything, wild and double team or anything like that. Just play tough defense, force them into the big guy maybe, and rebound the ball.
Osseo by 1, and reminder again that Osseo in the bonus, but not the double bonus like Maple Grove is. 18 fouls on Maple Grove. So they can force Osseo into 1-on-1 if it gets to that.
I think it gets under 25 seconds, you probably foul.
Larkins, Anderson on him, able to get to the front court. Just got trapped there and able to get a timeout. He was running into some trouble on that sideline.
Yeah, and I think it was a good job by Maple Grove not fouling. There's still enough time where you don't have to foul yet. Like I said, 25 seconds maybe. Try to go for a steal here when the ball gets in. They did do some double teaming. They almost had him. But smart timeout right there by Larkins. He knew he was in trouble.
One timeout remaining now for Osseo.
Here's where scouting reports come in too. You know, who's the weaker free throw shooter on Osseo? You got to find out who that is. Maybe try to encourage him to get the ball and foul right away.
Fun game tonight. Fun for the fans, I think. Fun for the players, and a good test for both teams. And as you mentioned, playoff basketball starting in about 4 weeks, and it's a good precursor to that.
No doubt. And one thing I like about this too, even though it's an emotional game, it's like a friendly rivalry. You can tell, like, there's not animosity towards one another. You know, they're just really playing clean basketball and really good sportsmanship the whole game. I really enjoy that. Because they really both want to win this game badly. They only play each other once a season now. This is for bragging rights.
Inbound to Trey Smith.
See when they foul. They're going to try to trap. They got to foul now. They got to foul.
And they do get the foul. And they'll send Trey Smith to the line for a 1-and-1. He has not been at the free throw line tonight.
Depending on what they do, if Osseo makes both of these, you still probably don't need a three if you can get a coast-to-coast layup really quick and then maybe try to guard the inbounds and foul. If they only make one, then maybe you get the ball over half court if you're Maple Grove and call timeout and use one of your sets. A lot of coaches like to just go, though, in this situation.
Smith, 1-and-1. Got it. Just under 70% on the season from the line. His first try tonight. And no problem.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Shorter uses his timeout.
Second one comes off, and the rebound. I think we're going to get a foul from behind. Swanson trying to get that rebound. Foul Dorber and send him to the other line for two to possibly tie it.
That's tough. A little bit bad luck. He's just competing for the ball. It's kind of a tough call, too. Let's see. I mean, I guess he swung his arm down pretty hard. But again, a learning experience.
Dorber's free throw is good. One more will tie it.
Now Coach Tyson's got to think what he's going to do if they get the ball. I think they'll probably just dribble it over half court and call timeout. He missed.
Second one off. And, Smith had it, but his foot was on the baseline. Osseo turns it over. Aaron Smith had it, but his foot out of bounds. Timeout. Maple Grove with a chance to retake the lead and maybe win it.
And the ball underneath, and they've already scored a few times on that, so Osseo's got to make a decision. Do you go man or zone on the out of bounds?
Got it. Put.
Oh, yeah. It's a good call. You know, it's hard getting that big body to stop when you're sprinting like that over to the corner without taking a long step, so it's a little bit unlucky there. Good effort.
Maple Grove used the timeout. They've got two remaining.
Again, if I'm coaching this right now, I'm probably going man-to-man. I'm having our principles of, whatever they are, protecting the backside of the bucket, but not letting anyone get an easy cut to the basket like they've got a few times against that zone. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Tyson does here if they play man or zone. Problem with man, sometimes you can get picked. And you can give up a layup. I saw Hamlin actually lose to St. Olaf at the buzzer last week. It was this man-to-man out of bounds, and they just got a nice screen, and the guy got a layup on it. So that's a problem with playing man. But again, Coach Schroeder, he's kind of a master of these kind of plays too, so I'll be surprised if they don't get some kind of a good look.
55-54 Osseo.
Let's say you do score early in your Maple Grove, you got to get back on defense, because one thing Osseo can do is they can get the ball out quick and go. You can't be celebrating if you score. You got to get back. Must be a nervous dad right there.
It looks like it.
I've seen the nervous dad look before.
Here we go. You got to get it in first, and it's stolen by Osseo. And then a foul on Trey Smith. Crimson turn it over, and Smith will go to the other end and shoot two, as that's the 10th team foul. Dorbor comes up limping. He'll come out.
Dorbor was open right away as soon as he made his cut to the bucket, but they threw it to him too late.
Look at it again. A great job by Aaron Smith to disrupt it, and then Trey Smith gets fouled.
Smart play by Maple Grove to foul right away. Still a lot of time left. I mean, no matter what, they're going to have a chance to either win it or tie it.
Smith 1 out of 2 from the line earlier. And here we go.
This would be a really big win for Osseo. You know, from their standards, as far as win-loss record, it's not as good as it normally is. But, you know, we know they're going to be good come tournament time. It looks like they're putting it together. And, you know, a big win like this, if they can get this and hang on, is huge for your confidence.
Second one comes out. It's a 2-point game. 14 seconds to go. Into the front court
for the three.
Three-pointer for the lead. Not good. Ball on the floor. Jump ball.
Lots of time left, too. 7 seconds.
Possession arrow, Maple Grove.
2 timeouts for Maple Grove. I assume he's going to call one. Great head man. That's a good look. Just rimmed in and out, and they hit the boards hard. I'll take that any day. I mean,
Stang's a good 3-point shooter.
barely missed.
I don't know if they're checking on the possession arrow. We had the possession was won at the beginning of the overtime by Osseo. Have we had a tie-up since? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Should be Maple Grove possession.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it is.
Osseo won that jump.
Right. So they did confirm at the scorer's table, and it will be Maple Grove basketball. So 7.1 seconds to go. They don't need a 3. So you would give them the win, but they'll take a good look.
Yeah, I think this time they're probably going to get some kind of instead of trying to attack the rim like they've been, I think they're probably going to screen to where the guy is going away from the bucket, maybe get himself an open 3 or shot fake and a drive.
What a fun game tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. It's fun seeing all the people in the gym. You know, we had a year without that. Now, you know, we shouldn't take that for granted. This is exciting to see. Lots of students in the stands.
The idea will inbound.
So we got a box out of bounds. We got man-to-man defense. I like that angle right there to see what they're going to be doing. Oh, yep, they kicked it out.
To Stang for 3. Short. Rebound to Swanson. Fouled with 2.9 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think Nick saw that last time. They just crowded the lane so much that if they could reverse screen and kick it out, they'd get a good look, and they did. Take that shot all day out of bounds play.
Swanson can end it with 2 made free throws.
Larkins did a good job of closing out very quickly. Maybe made him rush it just a little bit.
First time at the line tonight for the junior.
His dad is an assistant coach too.
Yes. Neil Swanson.
Yep, longtime assistant. Usually runs our offense.
Got them both.
Clutch free throw.
Timeout, Osseo.
Yeah, I like that timeout. When you call that timeout, you're setting up your defense and you're telling your guys, do not foul a 3-point shooter. It's the only way they can tie it is with the 3. you can basically just let them get the ball in, and you shouldn't even play defense. They can't score in 2 seconds.
Nope. Two pretty good looks, I'd say, for Henry Stang, who can hit the three and wasn't able to hit either one on those last two tries for Maple Grove.
Well, they can score in 2 seconds. What I meant is they can't score twice in 2
Right.
seconds.
(58-54), 2.9 seconds to go.
And this is a notice to the rest of the section that you're going to have to be ready for Osseo come
Right.
section play. And Park Center is noticing this game, I guarantee.
Osseo just lost to Park Center on Friday, come back here on a Monday, and a chance to knock out big rival Maple Grove and the third-ranked team in 4A.
What I really like about Osseo is nothing was going easy for them the whole game. They just kept grinding, and they started getting some steals, got the momentum, but they never gave up.
Well, Bickey, it's stolen by Smith, and that is it. Osseo trails most of the game, and they come back and win it here at Maple Grove, 58-54.
Those are the kind you remember when you get older, too, those rivalry games.
No baskets scored in overtime. All the
free
points
throws?
came from free throws. 7 for Osseo, 3 for Maple Grove.
Well, even playing in overtime is an experience that can help them in the playoffs, because there's a good chance something like that will happen. Every possession counts. It's fun playing basketball like that. There's so many times when you play basketball nowadays where every possession, it doesn't mean as much. You play a million games in AU, and you play some regular season games, and you just shoot shots, whatever. But a game like this, every single possession, the whole game, both teams really wanted to make it count, both offensively and defensively, and that makes you a better team just going through that, whether you win or lose.
Trey Smith with 16 points. Amari Larkins 15 to lead Osseo. Henry Stang with 15 to lead Maple Grove. With the win, Osseo improves to 8-9 overall, 5-5 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Maple Grove drops to 13-3, 8-2 in the conference. Congratulations to Osseo for a great win here tonight at Maple Grove. For Greg Miller and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for tuning in. Final score again tonight. Osseo wins the upset 58-54 over Maple Grove.